Here's a quick, entertaining one about a wife. She's 29 years old, married for 3 years to her husband, who's a really good guy, really shows her affection, attention, all that, who completely torpedoed her marriage after pulling some effiness crap on him. And now she's here on Reddit posting, looking for help because it's imploding. And he is probably literally a couple days from walking away from her, and she doesn't know what to do. And once again, this demonstrates how the effiness movement, the damage it causes, the things it puts in these gals' heads, they pull this crap, and from time to time, it truly backfires. Title: I told my husband to stop sexualizing me, and now it's going downhill. She says, I, a 29-year-old female, am married to my husband for 3 years, together for 7. We had been your everyday happy couple, stable finances, no major problems overall. Hubby is a sweetheart, but one problem I had with him was how he was excessively touchy and flirty. You mean you're married and your husband still wants to touch you and flirt with you and everything like that? That's what you're complaining about? You know, women would kill for that? It was great at first. Who does not love an attentive partner, right? However, as the years passed, it felt excessive to me. Whenever he compliments me, there's always a sexual comment. Who the hell cares if he's a guy that you're attracted to and he's a catch and all that? Unless, of course, she doesn't think he's a catch and married him for his resources or something like that. But I actually don't think that was the case here. There is always sexy along beautiful and cute. Whenever we kiss, he gets a hard one down there. Even when hugging me or caressing me, there is always a butt slap when passing by the kitchen. I pointed out before, but to no avail, he keeps doing that. A quick note that he does not push me for intimacy, even though he's ready for the deed. He just has a hard one. So, he's attracted to her. He lets her know. He gives the attention and validation. Nope, not interested, because you shouldn't be doing that to me. You should see me as a person. I think about 6 months ago, he was caressing me again, and I noticed he had a hard one again. It was a really stressful time for both of us, so I was fed up with everything in life at this time. I told him that he always sexualizes me, and it's disgusting. Okay, that's real nice. That's real loving. He clearly did not expect that and was taken aback. He said he cannot help that since he is young, fit, and healthy man. I asked him to stop as it was irritating for me. I should have chosen my words more carefully here. So he's giving her all this attention and validation and making her feel like he wants her and all that. Things that women die for, to have guys do that. And he's the bad guy here. There has been no hug, no butt slap, no caressing, no intimacy, initiation from his side for the last 6 months. Well, after you call him disgusting, that might have something to do with that. I asked a week into our discussion why he stopped hugging and cuddling me. Why do you think? You made him feel awful. If he said that to her, how do you think she'd feel if the situation was reversed? He said he will get a hard-on and I will be upset, which I argue by saying it's not possible for you to do those things without getting that one. He said it just happens naturally. 6 months have passed without these intimate moments unless I initiate it. He does not even compliment me much. I must also add that he seemed weird during intimacy. Yeah, what do you expect? This goes to the joke that no matter what, you can't make them happy. This month, hubby went on a business trip for 6 days and has been off since then. 2 days ago, he abruptly told me that we are not sexually compatible and maybe we should separate. Uh-oh. It's imploding. She pulled this effiness crap and here we go. Because that's really what it was. You read between the lines, that's what's going on here. I was shocked and asked him why he thinks like that. He stated how our intimacy frequency dropped a lot when he stopped. He said that a younger girl flirted with him when he was at the bar and with the colleagues after the event. He said he realized that he did not feel wanted in a long time. He complained how I almost never compliment him, and has always been on the receiving end, and even though I was the receiving one, how I got to complain about it. I asked him if he cheated, and he said no, and berated me on not knowing and trusting him. So he's letting her know, look, I was on a business trip, I was at the bar, there was a young gal who's pretty, flirting with me. I'm a young, fit, attractive guy, and I got options. And since you're not willing to, you're making me have to be the bad guy here and everything, pretty much I'm going to replace your ass soon. I tried to talk to him more on this topic, but he just does not answer. I've been trying to process everything and crying for the last 2 days. I do not know how to navigate the situation. Any advice is appreciated. Now she goes into a little update and says, I want to thank everyone for their comments. Most of them roasted me, which I understand. I know my mistake, and I will apologize to my husband, and others say I should grovel. I want to make something clear. It's not like this. I didn't want intimacy with him. It's just that it's been a stressful period for me recently. Oh, so that justifies your actions. I also completely agree with my husband on the compliment part. I realize I neglected his want of affection for me. I do not know when I will update again, but I do my best and make every imaginable compromise I can. Thank you. And before I go into the comments, which are funny, and nobody's on her side, I might add, they're just not compatible. She obviously, if she really actually is not cheating on him, which you never know, but if she's not, she's just obviously not that type. She's probably not very affectionate, certainly doesn't compliment him, probably thinks she's the fucking queen. And, and here's the thing. Ordinarily in a situation like this, I would think that she settled for him and he's just a pleaser and he finally got himself a good-looking girl. I don't get that vibe. I get the vibe is that they initially had a good thing going, but this guy just really is flirtatious and playful and is definitely a hornball. And she's just like, and he knows he's got options. So I don't think these two are compatible. And being in the late 20s, only married for 3 years, this situation he just called off. Move on. You take the hit initially, and he can find someone more aligned with that. But he doesn't deserve this, and now she's whining because she's not getting what she used to get, and it never ceases to amaze me. Now, real quick, one guy says here, I hate to be like this, but you fucked up, and you can't shut him down. Then be upset he doesn't compliment you or go after you anymore. You fired him from your marriage sex. It's not most important part of the marriage. However, if he is all over you again and you constantly shut him down, what do you expect? You may be able to fix this, but if he isn't willing to talk, then it's too late. Another guy says here, he loved you. You called him disgusting. He stopped doing the behavior you said you found disgusting, and he made no effort to repair his emotional health or your marriage. Well, here we are with the consequences of your actions. Well, they're not big on accountability. Next one. So basically, you had an amazing, loving husband that was crazy about you, respected you, and was faithful, and you told him to stop sexualizing you. You weren't friends. That was your husband. You're supposed to be sexual to him. You got it. You got your wish. Right. Exactly. If she wanted a buddy or roommate, it should be a buddy or roommate. I felt terrible for him. Then 6 months with no intimacy. He didn't deserve that. Well, she did say they did hook up, but it was her initiating, and it obviously wasn't very good. My husband is the same way to me that your husband used to be to you, and I love it. I don't know how you fix this without basically begging for forgiveness and counseling. You really hurt him. That was from a woman, so good for her for being by that guy's side. And one more. The title of your post is wrong. It should read, I told my husband to stop loving me, and now it's going downhill. If that doesn't explain quickly, then you're too stupid to be married. Your husband responded that he's young and healthy, which explains the hard somethings, and an extra bonus for you body shaming your husband. But he didn't articulate that everything you described is how men show love. You were lucky enough to have a husband who loved you as much as he did, if not more. He did it at the beginning, but you clearly stopped loving him. You didn't appreciate that his love didn't diminish like yours did, and now you don't know why he's so withdrawn. Really. Then he found out another life lesson. For every wife with a headache, there are 2 women with aspirin at the ready. You told him to stop loving you, but there are still a lot of women who would be thrilled to have a husband like him. He has a long life ahead of him, and he wants to be happy. It doesn't seem like you have kids, so the best kindness you can do is let him find someone who appreciates him and love him back, since you clearly do not. That's what I think, because she can be sorry and all that and try to compromise, as she said before, even grovel. But clearly this is who she is. I can think of a marriage of people I know, a couple I once knew, because they're no longer a couple anymore, where the woman was like what she's describing here. And needless to say, it didn't last because the husband finally had enough and ended with her. And to this day, I still question, does she like ladies more than men? Or is she asexual? I don't know. But anyhow, guys, there you go. So it's amazing to me. She's giving him a hard time, and he's doing the thing that all women want their guys to do, if they, of course, are attracted to them. And then complains because he's not doing it anymore. Can't make him happy. But it boils down to what really, and she didn't say it, comes down to some feminist bullshit. Really, I'm a person. You should stop sexualizing me. For God's sake, this is your husband. That's what the relationship is going to be. But anyhow, quick good one.